paying attention to the broadcast. So for some reason it got cut off. We had service in the building. I'm up here in our downtown office, and for whatever reason, it got cut off. So we're redoing it right now. So here it is. 3 at 3, presented by me, Jon Najarian. Let's get to it, shall we? 3 at 3 for November 30th, 2020. The disclaimer is that our services are for educational and informational purposes only. Full stop. Intellectual property rights. Yes, we have intellectual property rights such as copyrights, trademarks, registered marks, patents on everything that you're about to see. So please ask us before you use it, and then cite marketrebellion.com. All right, I wanted to show you this one because here's a little hope. I like giving hope. I don't like pumping sunshine up your butt, but I do like giving you hope. And here is France. France, as you see, that magenta line was a very steep rise from July until about just past the election here in the United States. And France was breaking out. These are all per 100,000, and they're new confirmed cases of COVID, and it's a rolling 7-day average. So when you see that, you see that France was a very steep curve. Germany was a very steep curve. The United States, not nearly so much so. In fact, from July, we were rolling over to the downside until September. And then we started moving back up, but still not as steeply as France or Germany. Nonetheless, France has rolled over somewhat dramatically, falling from about 90 levels, close to 90 cases per 100,000. That's, again, a rolling 7-day average, all the way down now to less than 20. Germany is still holding over 20, and the United States is up around 50. And again, these are rolling 7-day averages of new cases. We'll keep our eye on it. Just wanted to share that with you, along with this, the gold chart, which shows exactly the steep decline that gold has seen, basically from the middle of the month when it was close to 1900 to today's low, which I think was 1764 to the ounce. So this is one of the worst performing classes in November, gold. And that might surprise a lot of you, but I wanted to show you nonetheless, because black gold, which is crude oil, they're having meetings about OPEC and what they're going to be doing as far as the cutbacks that they've already done. Are they going to hold those, or are they going to extend those? We'll talk about that later. Sony, well, call prices doubled. We talked about this October 29th. I think I did this one on the halftime, not just on the 3 at 3. But nonetheless, Sony, they were buying the SNE calls, January 8750s. They did it as a spread. They bought those and sold the 9250s. That's a $5 bull call spread or call vertical spread. And we have doubled our money on this one. Bang! Like to show you that all the time. As well as this, Nikola. Take a look at what was going on in Nikola. Basically on the 24th, we saw a big bearish put spread go up when the stock was 35. They were buying puts at the 30 strike, and they were selling puts at the December 25 strike. They put on a $5 spread when they did that, and they paid, it looks like in the neighborhood of, let's say $1.50. That spread went to 5 today. Our options, the puts that we cited and talked about and bought, those puts exploded better than a 300% profit. Why is that? That's because of that. General Motors walking away from a deal for the, are these guys hydrogen power plants? They're not an EV company. A lot of people see Nikola and they say EVs, not a Nikola, not in Nikola. But nonetheless, we have General Motors walking away, and that stock falling off a cliff. If you would like a Cyber Monday special from us, here it is. Unusual Option Activity Masterclass. Unlock the secrets, 75% off. That's right, 75% off. It's usually $1,900. You can have it for less than $500, but you gotta buy it by the end of the day today. End of the day today, you have to buy this one. And by the end of the day, I mean midnight tonight. You have thousands of folks that have taken advantage of this. We thank all of you. I know you're going to love it. This will put you in a position to prosper from exactly the sort of activity that I cited in Sony, exactly the sort of activity that I cited in Nikola. You will be able to put spreads and various other ways to mitigate your risk together to make yourself a better trader. And you get all this and 2 weekly webinars for a whole year. You guys can join. Please seriously consider it, whether it's for you, whether it's for a grandkid, whether it's for your kids. We teach you how to fish, and you guys could do extremely well, like many of the students that have come through with us as far as trading unusual option activity. Check it out. All right, time for today's 3 at 3. Let's hope the whole thing goes this time. All right, Vale. December 16 calls in Vale. 17,000 of them traded. That's 1.7 million share equivalent. They paid just 11 to 14 cents for these. That's $11 to $14 since you move that decimal place 2 over, because every share is for 100 shares of stock. Every option is. So that's the way this one trades. I bought at the money calls and sold these out of the money calls against it. That's the way I trade. Here it is, still at the same level, $14.50. As you see, virtually the same level it was when we cited it earlier today. Second of our 3 at 3. Sonos, S-O-N-O, Sonos. December 20 calls. They bought these for $190 each. That's $1.90, $190. You move that decimal place. And they paid up to $3.30. Now, Sonos was $22.88 at the time. And we have had multiple hits in this one. As you can see, it's the 4th bullish entry since the end of October. So that's a lot of bullish trade in Sonos. We jumped on these. Rather than buying an in-the-money call, though, I bought at the money and took less risk in so doing. I'm selling upside calls against it. Note that this is not short-term trade. This is trade for the regular December option expiration, which is 2 weeks and 4 days from right now. There's the stock at $22.48, which means you can probably get in slightly cheaper than where we got in earlier today. Third of our 3 at 3, XBI. Bearish activity in XBI. How do I know? Because end of December, the 31st of December there, you see, somebody wanted a lot of puts and they wanted them quick. So they bought the 125 puts. Now, I would be much more likely to buy the 130s and sell the 125s because that's how I like to play. I like to be closer to the money, as you know. But this is a bearish trade. Somebody bought a lot of these puts pretty quickly, and that's because it has run, take a look, beginning of November when it was 113. It's run all the way to 132. That's a lot for that biotech index, folks. It doesn't mean it can't keep going, but somebody wanted protection and they wanted it fast. I think this might be the time to have a little of that or to have a bearish bet on. And for that reason, I cite it for you. But as I said, I didn't buy the 125 puts. I bought at the money puts and sold out of the money puts because that's how I roll. Question time. Yeah, that's right. Question time. Let's see here. We have questions popping up and I've got fills popping in right now. Some good fills. Appreciate that. All right. Let's check this out. First question of the day is Apple. Khalid Natto, millionaire investor. His handle is Chairman Natto. He says, how does Loop Capital get the headline while Morgan Stanley gets whisper? Apple upgraded the number of units sold. Pride target was 191. Who is Loop Capital? Loop Capital is Courtney Gibson and my friend, Mr. Reynolds, who started the firm, and he is the CEO. Hello, Mr. Reynolds. Hello, Courtney. Love you both. And because Morgan's only a little bit bigger, that's probably why they get the sway here. Also, Katie Huberty has done a fabulous job calling this one through the years. So I'm not putting shade down on my friends at Loop Capital. I'm just saying I understand why they get a coverage every now and then. And I also understand why Morgan Stanley moves markets more, because they're a bigger firm and they have, all those, 40,000, and that's before you take into account the E-Trade accounts, but those 40 million, what am I talking, 40,000, 40 million accounts that they have, they're big. That when they make a move, people listen. So I'm just saying, Khalid, this is why, not because they're putting shade on Katie Huberty either. It's just that, Loop gets a little love every once in a while too. Chinese stocks, yeah, let's talk about them. Okay, what are your thoughts about potential rule to ban Chinese stocks from U.S. markets if they don't have greater oversight and or audited statements? I think that's the way it should be. I think Chinese stocks should stay listed here, but I think they need to adhere to the same rules that the others need to when they are listed here. That's the way I feel. I think many of you probably feel the same way. Hopefully, President-elect Biden and his team will make that happen. I look forward to seeing these Chinese stocks continue to trade. Tencent, Baba, all of these great stocks that we love to trade. But I want them to adhere to the same rules that the rest of the stocks that trade in the U.S. must adhere to. I hope that helps. Wiss Sports Chat, because that's his handle, Wiss Sports Chat. Let's get to another one, shall we? Cyber Monday. Hey, John, any specials for the UOA service for Cyber Monday? I'm glad you asked. Nahad Beba. That's Nihadbeba. We have, as you already know, Unusual Option Activity Masterclass available. The normal price is $1,995. You can get it today for $495. Imagine that. Here's what you get. You get 7 hours of trading course that you can go through at your own pace whenever you want online. You get how we identify, analyze, and trade unusual option activity. You get videos detailing must-know concepts like volatility, fair value, skew curves, things like that. You get 2 weekly members-only live webinars for a full year. You get that for a full year, folks. That's why it usually costs $2,000. Thousands of you have taken advantage of this already. You should do it for yourself, for a friend, for your trading partner, for a kid, for a grandkid. You should do it for all of them. This is the best gift you can give because it's going to show them how to fish every day and make money, because we move the odds into their favor every day with unusual option activity. Then by knowing how to trade it, you've moved it even further into your favor. So you also get our virtual cocktail party, which is every Friday. Virtually every Friday. We didn't do one this past Friday because it was a half day, but virtually every Friday we do a cocktail party where we look at the week that was and look forward to the week that will be. And if you want to be part of that, you got to be a member of one of our services. This is one that will get you that access. Cyber Monday special, $495, but it expires at the end of the day today. So make sure you sign up, folks. What more could I do? $495. Do it. Do it now. Please. You can go to events@marketrebellion.com. You can do it 888-759-7360. That is, one more time, 888-759-7360 to talk to one of our people. You can also sign up at marketrebellion.com. Thank you for joining me today, folks. Sorry we got interrupted the first time when the internet failed on us, but we're happy to be back and happy to do the broadcast for you. I hope you have a great day. I'll be on the halftime report tomorrow, giving Scott Wapner a hard time, giving Josh Brown a hard time, giving Stephanie Linka. Nice job, Steph. Love all you guys. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on the halftime and then again here for 3 at 3. Thank you.